Ugh. Yeah, let's close this because it's just bonkers. I'll be right back, guys. What did you want to do?
I was just getting caught a little bit of air, but
Okay, it's fine. No, it's fine. It doesn't matter to me. I thought you were cold. I didn't want to tell people to please wear socks because I've seen people here with they don't wear any socks. And
I already got my pajama bottoms on, so I was thinking maybe I should just wear some slippers.
Exactly.
I do something.
Hi, Brian and Linda. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jean. I got to meet Jean in person last week. It was very exciting. It was wonderful to see you. Hello, guys. How you doing? We are going to get started just a little bit later. I was just telling Tamara, I wanted to tell people to please wear socks. I don't want your feet to get cold. Although if you want to, you can put your feet on one of these cushions or something like that. If you want, if your feet are cold. I don't want your feet to be too cold.
You're not dressed in your pajamas?
I did not dress in my pajamas just because it was, I don't know, I was just I thought, I don't know, I don't know if I'm going to be warm enough. I should have worn my my thermals with this. My thermals with my pajama bottoms. So guys, we're just freestyling here. As you notice, I have my mask on. You know, you have that new mask rule. I think it was effective today or yesterday or something like that for a month. So normally I would just take it off because I'm not close to anybody physically, but it doesn't matter now. And we don't want to get in trouble with, because this is filmed, so it might look very strange. Hello, everybody. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so welcome to the Loving Kindness Meditation. You've all been here before, is that correct? Yep, of course you have. All right, so is there anybody online who's brand new? I don't think so, just because. Nope, I think it's just, nope. No one's new. So, all right, so I'm going to dispense with all the if you're new kind of talk. I think what I would like to do, since the people who are here, who've been here before, kind of know the deal and what's going on, I want to try something. And I do this sometimes, and a lot of people think, oh, hi, Kathy. Welcome. So I'm gonna still do this. And so I'm not going to give a ton of instructions. I'm going to give instructions still, but not as much as I normally give. And so this kind of allows a little bit more time for actual meditation on loving kindness, right? And so Kathy, you'll still be able to follow along just fine. And welcome, by the way, again. Oh, it's so pretty. Sorry, I'm just looking at the little flower arrangement over there. There's some, I don't know what that is. It's beautiful. It's a bird of paradise in these little purple little mini flower thingies. It's quite nice. So that's kind of what we're going to do. And so let's just, let's do that. All right. So Kathy, you will be able to follow along because I will guide this still, and you're going to know what we're doing. And all right. I hope everyone is doing okay. How is everyone doing? All right. Okay. So it could be terrible and it's okay. Just FYI. You don't have to be doing good. You could be doing awful, or I'm hurting, and that's fine. All right. Whew. I'm still kind of decompressing over. Um, I live up in North County, and so not too far up in North County, up in Encinitas, and I left right at 6. I was telling Tamara about this. I left right at 6, and holy cow, there was just a lot of stuff going on the freeways, and I was able to get here just in time to see Jeff and Maggie downstairs and play with Star. That's the little dog there, their little dog who loves to give me kisses all over the place. He always just makes me feel better. And when I got here, it was actually 7 o'clock, and I think I was the first one here, or 6:58, and I was the first one here. But okay, we got people here, and we have people online, and that's wonderful. And I'm still happy to see you all. And so let's just get started. So let's just get into your meditation positions. And so just allow your eyes to close, making sure you have that nice seated position that's nice and comfortable for you and nice and sustainable so you're not likely to move around too much. And when we sit like a Buddha. And you can even imagine yourselves as a Buddha sitting underneath your own tree of enlightenment, ready for the day's abiding. And this sort of acting as if in Buddhism is really, really helpful. It helps us get into the right frame of mind and have the right frame of reference to meditate and to get concentrated. And so at first, we're just going to pay attention to the breath. So just pay attention to the breath at the base of the nostrils, feeling the air go in and out as you breathe. And the breath has this energy. The breath isn't just like this air that goes in and out of your lungs. It comes with energy. And feel the breath energizing the body and waking it up. And ready for this meditation on loving kindness, metta, unconditional friendliness, and goodwill. If there's a part of your body that is hurting or is a little tense or a little tight or a little numb, you can just kind of breathe into that part of the body and feeling the energy. You can even direct the energy to that part of the body. This breath is really important. The breath is our anchor. The breath is our home. That place we can always come back to, whether we're sitting here in meditation or out experiencing our day. It's always here with us, and we can always use it to come back to the present moment, where the mind is truly the happiest. So just for the next couple of minutes before we formally start this meditation on loving kindness, just rest as gently as you can in the sensations of the breath. And so, to begin our meditation on loving kindness, we're first going to think of a benefactor. And a benefactor is anyone who has shown us great love and great kindness, someone that's really easy to have these feelings for, these feelings of unconditional friendliness, goodwill, the wish to be happy, and the wish to do the things that cause happiness. And just picture them in your mind's eye and just radiate loving kindness to them. And however you understand that word radiate, there's a lot of flexibility here. So just radiate loving kindness to your benefactor or benefactors. You can choose more than one. And we'll do this for the next few moments. And just shifting our focus now from doing this practice for a benefactor to now imagining our benefactor doing this practice for us. We already have the experience of their love and kindness to us in our own heart. It's already there because that's why they're a benefactor. And so just imagine them doing this practice for us, radiating loving kindness to us. And the only thing that you have to do is just receive all of it. Receive all of their loving kindness. You can even put your hand over your heart, feeling for any discomfort or any tension, any part of you that says, I can't accept all of this. And using that breath energy just to give that tension some space. No need to try to change it, just give it some space. And just receive all of their loving kindness into your heart. And we'll do this for the next few moments. Now, again, shifting our focus to now, can we do this practice for ourselves? And you can either just radiate loving kindness back on yourself. Imagine your heart getting bigger and warmer. You can think about your own wish to be happy, which is the same as everybody else. And understand that your own capacity for happiness, for love for yourself, is directly proportional to the love you can give others. So think about that. Or you can just repeat phrases of loving kindness for yourself if you want. Phrases like, may I be happy. May I be safe from inner and outer danger. May I be well in body and mind. May I be at peace and live at ease in this world. You can use one or more of those phrases, it's up to you. And so we'll do this for the next few moments. Loving kindness for ourselves, the most important part of this practice. And finally, we can explore the limitless quality of the heart, the limitless potential of the heart, and do this practice for all beings in all directions. Whatever living beings there may be, just wishing them happiness and radiating goodwill, loving kindness to them. And however you want to do that, by radiating just or by repeating phrases, it's all up to you. There's a lot of flexibility here. So loving kindness for all beings, just for the next few moments. Just allow your eyes to open. And let's just take the next couple of moments out in silence as you stretch your arms and you stretch your legs, keeping that mindfulness of loving kindness about you as much as you can. And then we'll get started in just like a minute. And hello, Linda. Thanks for joining us. I'm gonna warm up my toes. It's cold in here. Oof. Yet again, that was good for me. I hope that you got something out of it as well. Again, welcome, Linda. So, and this is for the online folks too. And I know you're on like a 10, 15-second delay, so I'll give it a minute. If you have any questions does anybody have any questions on the instructions? Hopefully they were relatively straightforward. It's all pretty much people who've been here before. But if got a couple of new people online, if you had any questions, feel free to ask. And I'll give you some time, and I'll speak kind of in the meantime. One of the things that happens in meditation, whether whatever kind of meditation that you're doing in Buddhism, is that at first, for me, it was like a checklist item. Oh, I have to meditate today, and getting into the habit. I was one of the many things that I'm grateful for is that I was told it was suggested that to develop a daily practice, you first find some time of the day where you can meditate. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. You can find the time to meditate. And when you meditate, pick a time that you can meditate for. If that's 5 minutes, where you can meditate for 5 minutes, make your initial meditation time 5 minutes. If it's 10 minutes, great, do 10 minutes. And I think I started at 10 minutes, maybe even 5. I can't even remember now. It was a while ago. And then they said to do that for, it was like 3 months or something like that. So do that for 3 months, like every day, 5 minutes. And then after you've gotten to that habit, go up 10 minutes. So if you were meditating for 10 minutes, do 15 minutes. And do these really small incremental increases in the time that you meditate, and it will seem like nothing. And so I took that to heart, and that's exactly what I did. I started at, let's just say 10 minutes, and then I did 15 and then 20. But by the time I went to 20, it was like 9 months later. And going to 20 from 15 was like really, really, really easy. And I was used to it. And so 5 extra minutes wasn't really a big deal. And I did that for until I got to like 30 minutes. And then once I got to 30 minutes, then I just did the jump up to 45 minutes. And then I went to an hour. And I think you don't need to do anything more than that. You can if you want to. But even if you just did 30 minutes, that's fine. You really get a lot out of meditation. And one of the benefits from doing it this way is that, one, it becomes really, really easy. And when it becomes easy, it's no longer like a thing that you have to do. It's a thing that you get to do. It's like, oh, I get to meditate now, like in a formal seated meditation. And it becomes, instead of a task, just something that's a part of your life and something that's a joy to do. Like, oh, I get to meditate. Oh, it's not like I have to meditate now. I get to meditate now. I want to meditate now. And looking back, I think that was probably the best piece of advice I ever got about meditation. I'm one of these people who, especially back then, was like, if you told me to do something, I wanted to do it exactly that way. I wanted to follow the rules exactly. I had to follow the rules exactly like you told me, and that was kind of a trauma. It's kind of a trauma response, but it really worked out. And so now when I meditate, it's never like, oh, I have to meditate. It's like, oh, I get to meditate. Okay, very cool. And I don't have to do it at a particular time. I can do whenever I feel like doing it. And it just kind of all works out. And so, we did this meditation on loving kindness. And hopefully, like I said, it worked for me. I really enjoyed meditating in a mask because, if you've been here before, you've seen me. And usually when I get up here and I ring the bell, I take my mask off. And I know you all are wearing masks because you have to. But I don't mind. It works for me. There's something I really enjoy about it. It's there's some sort of, I don't know, anonymity about it that I like. One of the other things I really enjoy about wearing a mask, being one, an introvert, and two, someone I talk to myself a lot out in public, and half the time I don't know that I'm doing it. And when I'm wearing a mask, I can talk to myself and no one thinks I'm crazy because they can't tell I'm doing it. And so that's fantastic. I really enjoy that. But that's, looking at ways to make this a joyful practice is really, really helpful. And I hope that you get to that point, or at least you feel that way a little bit now. But, like I say all the time, I'm always very interested in understanding what your experience of meditation is. It could be different every time. And we don't have to get fixated on, specific what it is, trying to chase after experiences. But it's really, I think, helpful to understand, kind of what that is and kind of what you were going through. Because, one day you might be just really happy, and the other day you could be really busy and stressed and whatnot. And, that will affect, how your meditations go a lot of times. So I'm really interested to understand, what your experience of meditation is. And so if anyone would like to share that would be awesome. That's for you guys and for you guys online as well. So your experience of meditation, or you can have whatever, if you just have a question, that's fine. If not, I'll just ask questions. And so then I'll ask this question. Does it make a difference to you or does it affect your meditation, the temperature, because it's a bit cool? Yeah. Did you find yourself kind of thinking about, hey, it's cold
A little bit.
a little bit? Yeah. And that did it really affect anything? Do you think?
It's brought my mind back to
Mm.
breathing.
Or you just notice, okay, it's cold, and then you just kind of go back to what you're doing? Were your feet too cold? No, you're okay? All right. I'm not great when it comes to the cold. I grew up in the South. And then, once you come to California, regardless of where you came from, I find you get acclimated to this weather really quickly. I know I did. All right. So, was there any part of the meditation that was easier or more difficult this particular time? Were you able to concentrate more or less? Yeah.
Apparently all my benefactors are dead, so when I do the blessing for dead people, sometimes it's a little bit, how you say, may you be happy, I'm like, oh.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
I don't. So you're saying that a lot of your benefactors are not living, and that's one of the things that I say your benefactor could be living or not living. And when you think about wishing them happiness, um, I don't know where you don't know where they are, if they're anywhere. From a strictly Buddhist perspective, most likely they're in some other lifetime, some in a new body. Um, and you can think about wherever you are, I just wish you happiness. I'm so grateful for that you're my benefactor and that you've meant so much to me. And so wherever you're at, and you don't have to know, that that shouldn't be a requirement. But wherever you're at, may you be happy. May you be happy. And even from a non-Buddhist point of view, um, there are all sorts of beliefs on what happens when you die. You know, if you're an atheist and you think nothing, there's nothing, um, that's okay too. And then you can try another strategy. You can just be grateful for their kindness and their love, um, and you can think about you know anybody who think about somebody else. You can think about just what their kindness has meant to you, and just be grateful for that. That's fine. Again, people who come into the Dharma Bum temple, we are a Buddhist temple, and this is what we talk about, but you certainly don't have to be Buddhist to come here. We certainly don't require that in any way, nor will we ever. We will never try to convert you to any way of thinking, because for several reasons. One, that's just, for me, that's just mean. That's just impolite to try to force somebody to think a certain way. Um, Plus, my salvation, your salvation and your happiness and or whatever word you want to use, your enlightenment, your freedom from suffering is up to you. I can't do a lot about that. People here can kind of show you the way, and people can show me the way, and we can be grateful for that. But The work is up to you. You guys are quiet. And that's okay. We had we had a day yesterday, as you know. Yesterday was kind of bonkers. And this is the great thing about practice. I work at home. I work for a software company. I was in the middle of a software demo. Um, we have this partner who sells our product to their customers, and we were in the middle of a demo. It was an hour-long demo, and I've done this like a billion times, just a lot. So it's just really easy for me to do and really, really fun. And so I was in the middle of this demo, and the power went out, and then my cable went out, and then I couldn't do anything. And then it kind of came on, then it went off, and then it was kind of on and off for a while yesterday. So that got canceled and rescheduled. I was like, well, I have no control over this. So, because normally I would feel really, really bad, even though I have no control over it. But it worked. Although I do need to get one of those power, what do you call them? Battery backup, like for my router. That's it. I could be more prepared next time. Made me think about that. But all right. So what else is happening with you guys? Like I was talking to Tamara about it. It gets difficult this time of year. With either whether it's an actual clinical seasonal affective disorder or this could be a really trying time, this holiday time. And one of the things I was grateful for that I was talking to Tamara about is that in San Diego, if you're in San Diego, the earliest sunset time is 4:42, and we had a 4:42 sunset time for about 2 weeks or 10 days, can't remember. And like today's sunset time is like 4:44. So our sunsets are getting are increasing, or getting later in the day, and that's a small thing, but I'm really grateful for it. Because I just like it when it's later. Is there anybody here or even online, where this is a really difficult time of year? You're okay? Well, that's good. It's all right. Nope. Okay. So I would like to do, we have about 5 minutes left, and I would like to spend a few of that moments just sitting. I think that would really be good. You can do a loving kindness meditation for whomever you want. So this is just going to be like maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Well, thank you guys for being here and sharing in this practice. It always means a lot to me, and I hope you got something out of this too. Let's join our palms together at our hearts, please. And may the benefits of this meditation, this discussion be received by all beings in all directions. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings be at peace. May all beings be joyful and at ease. May all beings be happy. And may all beings be loved and seen for the beautiful, radiant beings that they are, that you are. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Be good to each other. Bye, guys. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Jane.